What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another gameplay of Tales of Arise. Listen, we were in the prologue of the first. We probably still in the prologue now that I think about it. But homie realized that the homegirl got a whole fire core inside the chest, and homie pulled that thing out and yeet everybody. But there's still so many mysteries. I think he's a bright eye, because the way his mask glowed him and his eyes glued to the mask, I think he's a bright eye. But there's so many mysteries to the main character, and even the female main character. I think her name was Shion. Yeah, Shion got some mysteries too to her. So it's like we about to get into the meat and the potatoes. You know what I mean? I am intrigued to see how this is all gonna fold up. It's crazy how even in the anime, well, in the opening of this song or in the opening of this game, the guy that's like here to do with the shit, he ain't in none of it. So I'm wondering if homie gonna get bodied or he become a villain. It's one of the two. Alright, and I'm intrigued to see what's gonna happen. But nonetheless, we gonna get right to the gameplay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, we're already in that region? Wow.
That's...
Ganymede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Cuzitselijah.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Say less.
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Okay, so how do I hit it? Oh, I can't hit it? During combat, this only moves into attack range. Oh no, I want to be in full control. This ain't about to be no turn. I know it can be a turn-based. Oh no, we fighting. Sorry.
I'm on it.
Yes, sir. That's what I signed up for.
Don't go charging off like. Don't let them form a pack. You're mine.
We've turned the tables on him.
There is no more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Say less.
Take this. One final push.
Right.
Give them all we got.
Rising Wyvern.
Oh, crap. Okay, still getting used to the game.
I'm sure I can put this to use. Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
Oh my gosh, how do I hit this thing? Oh, level 9?
I'll take you all on.
Oh.
I'm on it. Slice.
Woo.
See ya.
Here I come. Slice. I'm not done.
Circle and bring them down. See ya.
Oh, you should have moved out the way, sir.
You're finished.
Go! You're mine!
Here I come.
I'm hitting the heck out of his back.
I'll run you through. Had it coming.
There we go.
You can leave that to me.
Not so fast. I'm not over the hill just yet.
I still got a ways to go.
Woo! Yes, sir. Going down 95. Yes, sir. We gotta make love. All right. Let's see what this is.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We
I was
should gather
gonna
as
say.
many as we can find.
Oh, that's
This
my
is-
items. There we
Seems
go.
you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Got it. I'll remember that.
Campfire? Save point? That's what I'm saying? That's what I think that is.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
You can't feel nothing.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Okay. Can we spam these?
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
Huh.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before.
I like the
It's
dialogue. I
surprisingly
don't want to skip
soothing.
this.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Pretty much.
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still,
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
He's a good leader.
Right. Thank you.
He really is.
so this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just, you know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renin soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
I think that's everything. Oh, this man's Iron Mask. I call this man Iron. Oh, whoops.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland.
Oh, that's what it is.
A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
All?
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
sorry. Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
How can you tell?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegus. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the same Lenegus that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take.
Wow.
That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Okay.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
They are very hard to fight, but you can't. If I manage to beat it, so I can defeat that thing.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
So hypothetically speaking, it look overpowered. I'm gonna wait. I'm pretty sure we can come back. I'm assuming. Let's just assume for the best. I wish I can attack these things, but I can't. Alright.
I'll take you all on!
I'm only getting started.
Okay.
Don't go charging off like that! That is coming! Guess we gotta roll with it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
See ya!
Come here, sir.
No escape! Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Woohoo! Fight every last one of y'all. Armadillo.
Normally I don't pick on the weak. Here I come! Swallow blade! Rising wyvern! Here I come!
Come here.
Oh, you're surrounded.
that's-
Just stay calm.
Wow.
This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No excuses. This is up to us. Swallow blade.
Can we escape if we were like about to die?
You're finished. Already through. Here I come. Coming. Rising wyvern.
Okay.
Swallow blade. Already through. You're finished.
Okay, sir.
Escape. Rising wyvern. You're mine. Talon. You're on.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
So I'm like high-key scared to fight that dragon, but I gotta see.
What's this thing?
I gotta see so I can know. I gotta see. We're gonna fight these and we're gonna go
No
for the
choice.
dragon.
I'm on it.
Come here, sir.
Talon sword. Tusk cannon.
You're mine.
Where are you going? Right here.
Rising wyvern. I'm on it. See ya. Swallow blade. Talon. I'm not done. One final push. Right. Give them all we got. Let me know if you're struggling.
Okay, now let's see if we can fight the dragon. I don't think we can defeat it. She said it looks strong, but it said if we can fight it. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Let's save.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle.
43?
We don't have much choice.
Here I go. I'm only getting started.
See ya. Here I come. Talon.
Oh, we need to run.
Deep, brothers. Try harder.
It's over.
Fall back. Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
That's the girl from before. Okay. Oh, I can't take the items from there. There's something with a moon. Oh, it's an inn. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're okay. Quick inside. Oh, guess that's not the door. This is the open. Oh, okay. Let's.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
Okay.
Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Okay. Of course. Speak with names.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
It's hitting though.
Hey. Yes!
I'm like, the bright eyes with you. You sure can win. Really trust her. She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. Dang, yes, look. Oh, what the heck? The name's Dairon. I'm the one who runs this lodge. This is a lodge? We already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is for. To give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everybody needs their rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best.
I guess.
Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from our hideout in the Zynon mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Wrens snuffed the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives to gather. We need to at least get some of them back. They should be down around the Sandias Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to the lodge.
Got it.
What he said. You're welcome to use the facilities. If you need to as well, I'll let you sleep here for free. Oh. Huh. Talking to someone with a letter icon, so cause clearing so cause will earn you rewards and accept many things like that. Okay.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
Oh boy.
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still
Hold
not
on.
enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
Ah, crap.
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. It will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area. I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah? But wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact, some Zoogles were originally derived from the animals on Dana. Or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, Are you going to work with me or not?
I will. It's in both of our own interests.
I think it's time we go to sleep.
Oh, so that's the healing music. That's what I'm getting at?
Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Homie got stamina, boy, because...
Out of our way!
Take this! It's over!
Magna Ray!
I'm not done!
Here I go! You're mine!
Mirage! I'm not
Come
done!
here, sir.
Magna
You're
Ray!
mine! You're mine! It's over!
Take it!
Rising
Only getting
Wyvern!
started!
Mirage! You're finished!
Sight!
Blue
You're
escape!
mine!
Here I come!
Yes, sir.
There! Go! I'm
Here I
only
come.
getting started!
I'm not done! Take this! You're finished!
Take it!
Mirage!
You're mine!
Oh, I love the combos.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Oh, we're not done. Come here.
Come and face me! Take this!
Magna Ray!
Try harder!
Here's a
Here
healing
I come! Rising Wyvern! Strike! Mirage!
Come here, sir.
It's over! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Finally, the shell breaks.
Try harder! Take this!
Come here.
You're mine! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Yeah, I'm struggling with it.
More pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's
You're
content.
finished! Mirage!
Here I go.
You're mine!
Yes, sir. Give me that
Over.
back.
Rising Wyvern! Strike!
Why do I need to heal?
You're mine!
It's over.
Oh, well. Okay. She need my help.
Any injuries? Out of our way. Go. You're mine.
Here I come! Strike!
Sighted. It's over.
Take this!
I wish we can block.
You're finished!
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you,
You're
remember?
mine!
Right.
Here I come! You're finished! Mirage! You're mine! Take this!
Only getting started. There. Go.
Come here,
Only
sir.
getting started.
You're finished! Rising Wyvern! It's
One
over!
more.
Mirage!
Any injuries?
There we go. Oh, I can't hit that note again. That's crazy. When you high key getting hungry, but it's okay. It's all right. Dang, so nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry. If we had arrived just a little sooner, we could have... Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this isn't the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we lost. Hey, when's Daddy coming? Ooh. Oh no, that's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and... Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say something's gone, they always mean they're dead. Wow. Daddy always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So This isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to Ninth and then get ready to fight. What? After a perfect guard. I know how to block? I can block? How do we block? First off, hold on. Which unlocks you can view the wow.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renan armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renan equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagan ruins. There's some kind of old Renan castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renan tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renan rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon garbs.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna stop it right here. So far, we made to a second safe house, from my understanding. And right now, homie got a new drip. And right now, we're about to go and find more about the, I guess, the other place I couldn't go to, this little castle that's quote-unquote impenetrable. And because homegirl wants some new clothing, so we gotta risk our lives for that. I'm curious to see what other missions we're gonna do. It's sad to see the other group that was trying to give us items to die along the way, and then the people really got it bad. Like, to live just to know a majority of life is to be as a slave, to only give other people more energy or strength to figure out the next ruler. That's kind of depressing, you know what I mean? I can understand the rebellion. There's a lot of mystery that we just don't know about when it comes to these characters, and I'm really intrigued to figure out what's about them and just to get more about who they are. But it seems like this is gonna be a long game, so hey, listen, seat belts, car seat, popcorn, chips, and the potatoes, because we're gonna be here for a hot minute playing this game. So without further ado, y'all mean, we gonna end it here. See y'all in the next video. You heard? Yeah.